best friend. You're tuned in to Kitchen Talk with Chef Big Bang. I am sorry I'm late, you guys. I was gonna start at 8, but I got carried away watching another live stream. And what's up, Emperor? Alright. We're gonna make some bacon and cheddar fries, and then I'm gonna make a grilled cheese and fries for Ava. And Ava has been waiting a long time, so gotta hurry up. I gotta hurry up. Because Ava been waiting on me, and she already let me know. He said, Mommy, where my food at? Why you playing games? How was everybody's day been? Y'all know I went live earlier, had some cereal, and we was just talking, we was just chilling. How have y'all been since then? Okay, so I got the oil heated up. This is the stuff for the grilled cheese I'm making for Ava. How have y'all been though? What's going on with y'all? And I appreciate y'all because y'all know my time. I be on CP time, but y'all don't give me no slack. Y'all know I'm gonna be late. Okay, let me turn these pants on. We gotta get her sandwich out of the way. She already told me, Mom, I'm hungry. You know, our kids be acting like they starving. But then when I asked her if she's hungry, she's like, no. Okay. So we got this heating up. How's everybody's day been? Okay, I got 8:42 over here. What time do y'all got? Hey, Mitchell. I'm making some bacon cheddar fries for me, and then I'm gonna make a grilled cheese and regular fries for Ava. And then for the bacon, it has some leftover bacon, and then I have some onions, so we're gonna saute the onions and then throw in the bacon there to get it hot, and then it's gonna be good. I have some cheese sauce. You know, like the cheese sauce that you get when you get chips? I have that. Now, if I was at home, y'all know I'll be making a cheese sauce from scratch, but I'm not. So, I have the cheese sauce, like the pre-made one for the chips, and then we're gonna pour that on top of our fries. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. This is a meal that I have in my head, but I feel like it should definitely work out. Okay, so I'm making the grilled cheese. Okay, so sometimes I put the butter in the pan, but recently I tried this, where I saw somebody doing this, where they rub the butter on here, and I was like, that's kind of smart. You can still put a little bit in the pan though if you want, it's not a big deal. Okay, and then they don't have a big frying pan here, so I'm gonna use 2 small frying pans to make 1 grilled cheese. And shout out to Emperor, because Emperor got his foot on his foot on this roll's neck. Okay? You know what? All we're doing is cooking. What is the problem? We're not even doing nothing like, we ain't talking about nobody or nothing. But that's okay. Y'all mad because y'all not getting this good food. I understand. So, we got the oil kind of heating up. It looks pretty hot. I'm going to do Ava's fries first because I really want my fries for my bacon cheddar fries to be really hot. And I am so serious about hot food. And, okay, it's not ready. When you drop your frozen food in there, you should hear it sizzling. It kind of looked like it was ready because it was kind of like bubbling a little bit, but it's not ready. So I'm not going to put any more fries in there. If you put fries in your oil when your oil is not hot, it's gonna bring down the temperature of your oil anyway because they're frozen. So, I see that my oil's not hot, I'm gonna stop. And you know what? I always say this. When I be in the kitchen, y'all be chatting, and then when I sit down, nobody be saying nothing. So we're gonna do Ava's meal first, the grilled cheese and the fries for the little one. She is little, but she is the most important person that we gotta feed. Jen, I just said that the oil is not hot. That's why you see 3 fries in there, and then I stop. If your oil is not hot, do not put your fries in there. It'll make your fries soggy, and your fries are gonna bring down the temperature of the oil. So if it's not hot, don't put your fries in there. You know why a lot of people don't like to cook on live? It's very, very nerve-wracking. And it's so easy to come in here and be running your mouth about this and that. But I want to see y'all get on live and cook. Because whenever something goes wrong, you got to ride with it. You know, if you learn something on live, you got to ride with it. Okay, now the oil's hot. I'm going to put Ava's fries in there. I am making grilled cheese and fries. And then for me, I'm going to make some bacon cheddar fries. Oh, actually, I'm going to, not even dirty. I'm going to put my onions in here. I'm going to put them in there in a second. I'm going to just get Ava's meal out the way. Let me, okay. So when you're making fries, you see how that fry is sitting on top? I'm going to put that under the oil to make sure that it cooks. You know what? I gotta try when I be coming here cooking. I be trying not to go too fast because then once I cook the food, that's it. That's the content. So it's a balancing act. So we got the grilled cheese right here. The grilled cheese right here. Okay. I only put 1 slice of cheese on here. I asked Ava how did it taste. She said it was cool. But if you want more cheese, you can add another slice of cheese to your meal. There's nothing wrong with that. Oh my goodness, this is not gonna slide out this pan. Okay, I told you guys this during another episode when I was. Oh, it's during the burgers episode. when you're frying stuff, you need to have a plate with a napkin to soak up some of the grease. And then this burner is on, so I gotta be careful. And be careful, don't want no accents happening on live. Y'all gonna talk about me. So we got a grilled cheese for the little one, and we're waiting on her fries to come out. And then we'll start on the bacon cheddar fries after that. Ava, you want ketchup on the side of your fries? Huh? Girl, what you coming up over here for? Ava said she wants to say hi. Y'all see Ava? she brand new because she got her hair done. Oh, did you guys see the video? Okay, so Ava has her own YouTube channel. I reposted one of her shorts on my timeline. She did the Chris Brown dance challenge for some ice cream, and it was so freaking cute. Ava came up to me. She was like, "This is what she said." She said, "Mommy, can I get some ice cream?" I said, "If you make a video." I said, if you make a video. Amber said, "What up, little one?" Yeah.
Wait, guys.
I treat you right. I treat you right. Ava did a good job, though.
And then,
Oh, remember the leg part where they were shaking their legs? But that was a dance right there. It was so cute. She was getting it too. I said, Ava, that's wrong. I gotta bribe you to make videos. But we have fun though, right, Ava? You liked it?
I was actually going to ask you if I could do that dance tomorrow. See.
Where?
Do that dance that I did today.
Yeah, you can do. Okay, so there are some people who do videos on YouTube and they'll do the same dance in a whole bunch of different outfits, and they'll be in different places. Like they change the scenery. Like there's this one guy. Hey, ready? There's this one dude on TikTok who does the dance to flipper affirmations. He does this dance all over the world. And then Damien said grilled cheese sandwich and fries sound good. Yes, this is for the little one. We got grilled cheese and fries for her. And then I'm going to make some bacon cheddar fries for me. But he does the same dance all over the world. He'll be in the barber shop. He'll be in the beauty shop. I see him doing it in the grocery store. And he does the same dance. He just changes outfits, changes the scenery. And you know what? He does that dance so good that when Flippa performed at a concert, she actually brought him out. Like some of these dances, if you do them good enough and you go viral, the people that make the song will put you on their tour or their music video. And the same thing even happened with what's his name? Dang, I just forgot his name. He had a song with Glorilla. He had some allegations that came out. Dang, and he has that. I have to look it up. It's gonna make me mad. It's gonna make me mad. Okay, I'm gonna play y'all the song. He has that song called Shake That. But it went viral on, let me see. Boss Man. I think his name is Boss Man D-Lo. Yep. He has a song called Shake That. ASS. And the song, I think this song, right here. I'm going to play a little bit of it so I don't get in trouble. I got the commercials. Hold on, y'all. He has a song called Shake That. And the dude on TikTok made up a dance to his song and made his song go viral. He put this man in the song. I'm about to put these fries out. He put him in the song. It's this song right here. That's the dude from TikTok. That's the dance he made up, and it went viral on TikTok. Everybody doing it. But he put the dude that created that viral dance in the video. So yes, Ava, you can do the same dance as many times as you want to. You just change your outfit in the scenery. Okay, I'm gonna pull her fries out. But yeah, his name is Boss Mandilo. I was like, it made me mad that I forgot his name because I was like, I be listening to that song all the time in my car. Okay, we're making the grilled cheese and fries for the little one. And we're gonna make some bacon and cheddar fries. I'm gonna put some onions on it. Make somebody mad. I'm on the road. Y'all know I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. I have a lot of onions that I need to use up because I bought the onion when we were doing the burger bar. So when I cook, I think of, okay, what ingredients do I need to use up? Because when we leave here, all the food that we don't eat is going to get wasted. And I don't want to waste food. You know what I'm saying? If I don't have to. So when I cook, I always think, okay, what do I need to use up? And then I'm going to put my fries on. And then I'm going to serve Ava her food. Ooh, you see how I dropped that fry in there? That's not what you want to do. But it slipped out of my hand. You want to put your fries in here gently. Sometimes you can even like take the bag and pour it in. I don't really like that way sometimes. But some people be scared. So, do what you gotta do, y'all. Be safe too out here. And so I have a little bit left. I'm gonna pour it in. I'm going to make sure that I spread them all out evenly so I don't have any clumps of fries. If you have clumps of fries, what will happen is that they will not cook evenly with all the other fries. So, if you said you wanted ketchup, and I got some pepper out, but I might not even need that. Or I might put that in my onion. Okay, so here's Ava's stuff. So, grilled cheese and a little bit of fries and barbecue sauce in here. That's for the little one. Oh, he did, Reggie. See, I was gonna say that, and because when I didn't remember his name, I was gonna tell y'all that story, but I was like, let me not even do that. You know what I'm saying? Because you got some bangers out there. But here you go. Order up. I'll give you some juice in a second. I want to see you eat a little bit first. But he did have those allegations that he was dating, or not even dating, but with a female. And Angela saying after that, he was long gone. I'm gonna put the onions on. I think I'm gonna need more butter. He was long gone after that. You can kind of tell when somebody has a scandal going on because they just get real quiet. They just get real, you just see them get real quiet. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I got some onions, bacon here, and a little bit of cheese. So I'm gonna put my onions on. You don't have to add onions to your bacon cheddar fries. I'm doing it because I have some extra ingredients that I want to use up. I have some leftover bacon and a lot of onions. So, and I like onions. I know some people don't like onions, but I like them. They're good to me. I honestly was gonna put more in here, but I was like, let me not do too much. Okay, when you're frying something, every once in a while you want to come back and you want to just give it a quick stir. I mean, not too much because you don't want to break your fries up. Anyway, turn that laptop off because you're not eating your food. And when you get done, you can turn the laptop back on. And if you don't want to lose your spot in the game, that's understandable. Move the laptop away from you. Sometimes when I give Ava food and she has a laptop on, or she's doing something, she will not eat. So I just tell her, like, hey, when it's time to eat, all that other stuff needs to just go away. So we got the onions here. Let them saute. Let them saute. You know what? I know I'm at the right place when I come back and I see Emperor telling somebody to get up out of here. You know what? If Emperor comes for you, in my opinion, you did something to deserve it. And this is not a political channel. If you want to hear about politics, head over to my other YouTube channel, Time for Tea. Oh, and you guys remember when I was telling you guys about the vape situation? I have another video that I just posted over there. That's kind of why I was taking my time. Hey, yo, Tipo. And Tipo was just at church. They was breaking it down up in church. I said, okay now. Okay now. But if you want to know about politics, head over to my other channel. And y'all can go ahead, do all the trolling you want in the chat, in the comment section. Because I ain't got moderators yet, but I will block you. But on that channel, when I talk about politics, like I was talking about Charlie Kirk and the person who gunned him down, they did not like what I had to say, and they let me know. Hey Mason, how you doing? They let me know in the chat. I'm like, it's not even that deep. But you know what? We say it's not that deep, but somebody just got unalive over what they say or what they were saying. And so people be taking this stuff very, very serious. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like personally it's not that deep. But people be hella mad these days. Okay, so we're making bacon cheddar fries. I got the fries. I want my fries to be really, really crispy, so I'm going to turn my onions down. And then I have a cheese sauce. You know that cheese sauce that you get with your chips? I'm going to use that. And I'm going to heat it up in the microwave right before it's time to put it on top. And yeah, you know, this is big bag night over here. I want my fries to be super crispy, so that when I put the cheese sauce on it and then like the bacon and stuff, it is good. Yes, queso. That's the name I was looking for. Cheese sauce. And then Empress said, "God damn, unclogged bastards can't even enjoy food over here. Cut that other mess up." Yeah, it's so crazy, Ember, because it's like, I don't know how this is so infuriating to people. Like, I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, even people in my real life, like, they just act irritated that I'm always on live. I'm always talking to y'all. But it's like, if you guys weren't here, I would be cooking in silence. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm able to. Not everyone can do this, but I'm able to cook and multitask. So then we're gonna add in the bacon. Yeah, I don't know how this is so infuriating to people. And I've seen people do. Okay, so when I went to the movies in Alaska has like food that you can order now. They had bacon cheddar fries, and they use bacon bits. I'm like, what the hell? They use bacon bits. I'm like, nah, that's kind of. This is real bacon. These are not bacon bits. This is some leftover bacon that I had in the fridge, and I'm just gonna put this pan on low because it's already cooked. It just needs to heat up. But yeah, they have bacon bits. I said, no, that's kind of scandalous. When you eat that many bacon bits that were on those fries, they were like bacon cheddar fries, but they use bacon bits. When you eat that much bacon bits, it starts to just not even taste right. But yeah, so it's my little topping. Let me get the cheese sauce heated up. Ava, I'm gonna sit right there. So can you put the laptop on the other side of the table? Like I'm gonna sit over there. So you can put the laptop on this side. Is it charged? I'm gonna hand you the barbecue sauce. Can you put it on there? Or you know what I'll do? Because this morning I'll do it. Oh, you here too? Okay. I know where it is. I'll put it there. Excuse me. I'm making bacon cheddar fries. I have a little bit of sliced cheese there that I'm gonna lay on top of the fries, and then I have some cheese sauce. And then I'm using the cheese sauce that you get that you can buy in the chip aisle, cause that's what I have, y'all. But you know, if I was at home, I would be making a cheese sauce. But we're gonna cut corners. But y'all, double tap the screen, hit the like button, support the channel. You can send a super chat, hit the cash app, PayPal. This is the cheese sauce I have up in here. It's hot. Okay, the fries are almost ready. We're gonna go a little bit crispier. I want them to be real crispy. And then we got the bacon and onions. Okay, and I got my plate here. But what did you guys have for dinner? And are y'all ready for the week? And now, Chief, I saw you over at church, girl, breaking it down. The pastor was pastoring. He was over there preaching. Okay, we're going to take these out now. Do a camera. Do a plate right here. And then, when I am done with my oil, I immediately take it off the heat. And I turn the pan, take the pot off the heat and I turn the burner off. When you have grease, right, and you let it keep cooking, it can burn. Put a little bit of salt in here. It can burn if you let the oil keep going. You don't want that. Put a little bit of sea salt on there. We're gonna got a little bit more fries in here. Ooh, Empress said I had a meat deluxe pizza and some beer. I have not had a beer in a long time. But when I get back to Alaska, I'm gonna have beer. I'm gonna have a Blue Moon and I'm gonna like make a meal to go with it. Cause I was thinking about it because we were talking about, somebody had asked me, I don't know how we got on the subject of beer, but we were talking about beer the other day and they were like, oh, what kind do you like? And I was thinking like, damn, I haven't had a beer in a long time. So I'm gonna have, probably make like some type of bar food. Ooh, you know what's really good? Tacos. Have you guys had tacos before? Do you know what tacos are? Okay, I'm gonna make some tacos, and I'm gonna have a Blue Moon, and we're gonna have a whole bar night. We're gonna have a whole bar night, 907 good eats. Okay, tacos are tater tot nachos, and they're hella bomb. They're really, really good. Anything nacho or with them type of toppings is good, but tacos are really good. And when I worked the grill, there we would be able to make up our own special for the night. And I would make all these really good combinations. And when I did tacos, they were very, very popular. Like I would spend my whole night making tacos. 'Cause they're really, really good. But y'all gotta try them. They're bomb. Put a little bit more sea salt on here. I'm gonna take this out of the way. Bring out a little bit closer. Yes, they're really good. And on the tacos, you can put any kind of meat that you want. Ava, do you want any more fries?
Yeah, I want more fries.
Yeah, I'm gonna give Ava a little bit more fries. I got a lot here. They're really, really hot, so be careful. Stop. Okay, that's all you're gonna get. That's all you're gonna get, Ava.
I want more.
Well, I gotta make the rest of it for my thing. But yes, tater tot nachos, you can do any kind of meat that you want. And I think I did like pork, and then I did like shredded beef. You can do bacon, you can do chicken, and then you have like a cheese sauce, right? You have a cheese sauce, you have sour cream, you have green onions. It's pretty much just like nachos, but instead of the chips, it's tater tots, and they're really, really good. Hey, when you talking about something, you want some more fries, girl, you need to eat what you got over there on your plate. Okay, I have a little bit of, oh, I just dropped that. A little bit of sliced cheese I'm gonna put on here, because I need to use it up too. I'm gonna make sure this is my bacon and my onions. And then I got the cheese sauce over here. But yes, and then we would have, the place I work, they would do like homemade salsas. So we would have like salsas on there. You can even put olives on your tacos. I am not really an olive person. So you're not gonna see me talking about olives a whole lot. Let me heat this up some more. Okay, we're going in with the cheese sauce. Can y'all see that? Can y'all see that all right? Okay, we're gonna put a little bit of cheese sauce on top. We're gonna go in with our bacon. Turn it around. We're gonna go in with our bacon. Y'all see? Y'all see what's going on here? Then we got our bacon and onions that we're gonna put on top. Go in like that. And you can make your own cheese sauce from scratch too. That's perfectly fine. I just use the queso that comes, you know, already made in the chip aisle. But everybody is not gonna cook elaborate meals at home. So, you know, let me rinse my hands off. Now, why is he down with this? Bacon cheddar fries. Put one in the chat if you would eat these. So we got our fries. I try to get them as crispy as possible. Then we got the bacon and onions on here. And then what I'm hoping is that the sliced cheese that I cut up, I would have used shredded cheese, but I only got sliced cheese. Melts. And if it doesn't, I'll put this in the microwave for a couple of seconds. Get it real nice and hot. But I don't think we're going to have to do that. Okay, we got a 111 from Ember. Definitely bar food. I think I might put this in the microwave for a second and make sure everything is melted. Then we're going to sit down, go to the table. Hey y'all, okay, we finna go sit down. I'm gonna go to this table real quick. Got that. And then I'm gonna take some ketchup to the table, just in case. And I only put it in the microwave for like a couple of 10 seconds maybe. But I try to get the fries as crispy as I could. You know what type of fries is really good? The colossal cut fries are really, really good. Okay, I'm gonna sit in a new chair in a new place at the table. I'm gonna reach over Ava real quick. I can get some water later. Are you good, Ava? Are you gonna eat that? Then get that out the way. Okay, here we go. Y'all see Ava? Was it good, Ava? Did you like it?
No.
What? Then give it back.
Here you go. Hey y'all. Okay, Ava, I'm gonna turn this down a little bit because the TV be distracting me. All right, y'all. Bring y'all a little bit closer. Can you hand me the remote?
Okay. I always got a piece of hair sticking up, but let's say a prayer. Let me put my shades on because I don't want y'all looking at my eyes. Remember I was telling y'all about my eyes?
Her eyes be distracted.
Yeah, it's very distracting from the food. Okay, a little closer.
Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this food. Bless the hands that made it. Thank you for everything that you continue to do. Thank you for providing us this opportunity. And we ask that you watch over the whole food gang and in the world as well. In Jesus' name we pray, amen.
Amen.
Mmm.
Just slurp it like noodles.
Mmm. I was not expecting that. Ooh, this is good. See, I think like this would be a good meal to have with a beer. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. All right. I think we're good. Ooh. Yeah, I was not expecting that cheese pull. I was like, oh man. Leftover bacon, onions that I need to use up, cheese sauce from the chip aisle, fries. This is an easy meal. This is an easy meal. Mm-hmm. Bacon cheddar fries. But this is one of those meals that you know you shouldn't be eating, but it's good. Hey, Darren. Mm-hmm. And you know what? Today I was like, I'm not even gonna go live like that. I feel like I'm always up here. And then this is my second live of the day. But we did have a great live last night. Y'all make sure y'all check it out. We were talking about Walmart. There was an incident that happened at Walmart. We were also talking about a little bit about politics, the Charlie Kirk situation, and so much more. It was a great conversation. I didn't even get a picture. Yes, Dan, and honestly, if they weren't, oh well, because they're your views. People should be able to say how they feel without repercussions. And I feel like, you know, in this day and age, if you don't agree with somebody or somebody don't agree with you, they be trying to argue. It's not even that deep. If somebody doesn't agree with you or doesn't see things the way that you, oh well, that's their opinion. People should be free to express their opinion. I don't know, like, what's going on with the world, why people can't say how they feel without repercussions, or, you know, it's just very sad. Or, like, if you think one way, somebody could hate you for it. It's like, that's crazy. Now, I think that we do need to respect one another. And maybe that's the problem. is that people don't respect one another, and so it is hard to have these conversations, these debates, and these talks because people don't respect each other. But if somebody feels some type of way, oh well. Yes, there are a lot of people who feel the same way you feel, Dan. And I see them on a lot of panels because they don't like typing like that. Or when you type, it's like the same thing as you when you text. You don't really get like the full.
Look, I ate it.
Good job, Ava. Run some water on your plate and put it in the sink. When you're texting somebody, you don't really get to explain yourself the same way you would if you were talking. Right here. Something we shouldn't be eating. Bacon cheddar fries. They are good. We got the bacon. I'm not gonna show you the other side of the plate because I've been eating off of it. But look at that. Bacon cheddar fries. I have some leftover bacon and have some onions that I have to use up. And then I have some cheese sauce for Ava's pretzels. And so I was like, oh, and I have some fries. I was like, ooh, I'm gonna just throw this all together. They are really good, John. Really good. Hawk, how you doing today? How y'all doing on all this Sunday? On this Sunday. How y'all doing on this Sunday? Hawk said looks good. Yeah, I have some, when I have food, I try to use up all of it. And then I'm on vacation right now, so I'm like traveling. So I have like limited ingredients and limited stuff. So I'm making it do what it do. Let me side y'all back a little bit because I hate when my food's cut off. Somebody said I'm a pot-belly diva with food stamps. I know, well, 6,000 people like me. Why can't I just be a big back in peace? And if somebody got food stamps, oh well. There's people out here that wish they had food stamps. Okay, let me go back up because I missed a comment from Dan. Dan said, I was amazed how one topic connected to another topic. He's talking about the live stream I did last night. I could see how in our society we are so close to each other just by the observation. Yes, Dan. And we did have a good conversation. But why y'all can't let people be fat in peace? And then John said, we good. I like watching your cooking videos. Looks really good. Last video I saw you was cooking fried chicken. I need some recipes. John, what video was that where I was making fried chicken? I have not fried chicken. I don't think I've ever, excuse me, I made like chicken strips to go on some chicken and waffles, but I have not fried like bone-in chicken. Empress said, Malcolm, your mammy is on food stamps. Yes, El Chivo, everything is going good, girl. Everything is going good. I'll give my food stamps to her. She's going to cook better than me. And you know what? There is plenty of people getting food stamps. Look, in my opinion, I kind of feel like food should be free. But a lot of people don't agree with that. And if somebody got food stamps, oh, well. if somebody, I think that if somebody does get food stamps and they make a whole cooking channel, or they have a food truck, or they have some sort of business, I think that that is kind of smart. That's a way to like. To me, that's a good way of hustling, in my opinion. But you know what I'm saying? And then if you get food stamps, you have a cooking channel, and then you got monetized. That's how you supposed to be hustling. Yeah, y'all trying to get us hemmed up. Anybody selling those stamps? That's right. You gotta be careful with them people. With the police. Yeah, but I think if you get food stamps and you start a cooking channel or some type of food business, I think that that is actually smart. I don't know, like, that's how you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to, like, even when you start your business, hey, Zeb, how you doing? Even when you start your business, you're supposed to work a 9 to 5 until your business takes off. You know what I'm saying? Egoist, you're kind of on time. You're kind of on time. I did eat a little bit. Bacon cheddar fries, they're really good. You're kind of on time, egoist. You ain't late. You ain't missed the food. You missed the cooking part. But yeah, when you start off your business, you're supposed to do what you can to save money. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're supposed to work a 9 to 5, keep your costs low. Don't be investing in a bunch of stuff. And Ewa said, can you take a good bite in my place? Yes, bacon cheddar fries. Oh, and I was... Okay, so I think the other day we were talking about beer, and you guys made me think like, dang, I haven't had a beer in a long time. I haven't had a beer in a long time. So when I get back to Alaska, I want to do a bar night where I make like bar food, and then I have the beer. And I was thinking of tachos. Do y'all know what tachos are? But yeah, you're supposed to hustle. You're supposed to, you know. And then Dan said, Michael, she is famous. She is Tina Turner's cousin, twice removed. Nah. Look, I don't need to be famous. Just give me the money. I don't need people to know my name. I will go and sit in the corner. I don't want people asking for my autograph. I don't want people to be screaming while I walk by. I don't want all that. It's crazy when people like faint when they see somebody. Like, okay, that's a bit much to me. I will admit, when I was like 16, Boosie was coming to the Northway Mall in Alaska, and when he walked in, I screamed. But it was so weird. It's like, why am I screaming? But that was just my reaction because Boosie, back in the day, was popping. And so when I saw him, I did scream, but I have not screamed since I saw nobody else famous. But yeah, I didn't want all that. Shout out to Emperor. Okay, I was talking about bacon bits. When my sister, we went to the movies, I ordered garlic fries. She ordered bacon cheddar fries. And it just came with bacon bits. And I was saying, when you eat that many bacon bits, it starts tasting weird. So she was expecting, I guess, like real bacon. And it was just a lot of bacon bits. That's the only thing with bacon bits. But if you want to cut corners, use your bacon bits. I'm just a foodie, so I can taste, this ain't real bacon. Maybe they put too much bacon bits on there because it was a lot. It was like they put a lot. And I was like, bro, why you put all these on here like this? I thought I didn't have enough bacon, but this is enough bacon. You don't need a lot of bacon. You just need a little bit of bacon. Because the flavor of bacon, in my opinion, is pretty strong. So, like, you don't need a... Egoist said there's never enough bacon. Okay, but there is a such thing as too many damn bacon bits. Because that ain't real bacon. But you just need a little bit of bacon. You don't need a lot. Like, if I were to put more bacon on here, to me, it would be too bacony. Like, it would be, like, too much. Thank you, Emperor, because I didn't even see all that. But, people just need to stay on topic. And it's like when you don't see a woman objectifying herself, with booty shorts on, with her chest out, y'all will find a way to turn that woman into a nasty woman. And it's crazy. What does Dr. Umar know? He be like, black women always, snow bunnies never. Black women always, snow bunnies never. Dr. Umar is definitely a clown and just be acting crazy. Thank you, Egoist. He said 907 is a great woman. And you know what's crazy? All I do is cook food. Yeah, Kojak, you did a good job, but I didn't even see that message. You was quick witty. But, and it's sad because I was just on somebody's channel, and I shared her channel on my community wall. Her name is, I think it's GA Woman Wellness or something like that. But she was talking about how she would be experiencing trolls sometimes too, and people be coming in there saying crazy stuff. And she is such a sweet woman. And it's just like, why can't people just leave people alone? It's crazy. This right here, though, fellas, I think that y'all would really like this. Especially if you drink beer. See, now that we done talked about beer that much, I kind of want one because I haven't had one in like a year. It's been a long time. And then, Egoist said, I wish I ate as slow as you, then I would enjoy and appreciate my food way more. Ooh, you know what? El Chiba said, low key wants some chili cheese fries. El Chiba, I was watching her live stream the other night when she was talking about this chili cheese burrito from Taco Bell. I was like, I have never seen that on the menu up here. Well, be careful, Egoist. I know somebody who was eating so fast they choked on their steak. Right? Choked on his steak. Ended up going on life support. Was on life support for about a week, I believe, and he did not make it because he was eating so fast. The food got stuck in his throat. He lost oxygen. It was just crazy. So just be careful, you know, we're eating fast. Make sure you chew. I have a stepbrother who eats so fast, right? And my dad would have to tell him, stop eating so fast, you know, chew your food. Oh. El Chiba said it's old. They discontinued it. They brought it back a few days ago for the Y2K promo. Oh, okay. I was like, I've never seen that on the menu. Yes, and it was so sad because he had a younger daughter. And I remember he used to work the pizza station where I worked. And the manager was really close with him. And everybody at the job was just cut up. So what they did was they took, like, I think they took a pizza box and everybody signed it. And they gave it to him. But he never made it out of the hospital. All because of a mistake. And he left behind, like, a daughter. I think he had a girl. It was just so freaking sad. So sad. But chili cheese fries are fire. And I remember they were saying at the job that he did used to eat very fast and he would never chew his food really. He'd just gobble it all down. He had to be in his 30s. I don't even think he was like that old. It was just so freaking sad. It was so sad. So sad. But see, this is why you always gotta pray over your food because honestly, nobody knows when it's gonna be their time. Like we all don't know. You know what I'm saying? And that's why you need to be careful of the words you be saying to people. I knew this girl, it was actually my cousin. Her and her mom had gotten an argument. I think she cussed at her, said she hated her, and all that stuff. So they fell out and they stopped talking. I think it was for about a month where they stopped talking, or it could have been even longer. Her mom ended up passing away in her sleep. The last conversation she had with her mom was negative. And she wasn't even talking to her mom at the time of her passing. Y'all gotta be careful what y'all be saying out here to people. Because you never know. Somebody can go to sleep and not wake up. Eagle said, imagine a magical plate that never runs out. One dish of your choice served infinitely. What would you pick? I would pick chicken and rice because it's very versatile. Chicken, rice, and broccoli. Hey, anything good? Anything good? We made bacon cheddar fries. I'm on the last 2 bites. That was really good. But egoist, if I eat really fast, then what I'm gonna do? Then if you come up in here 30 minutes, I'm done cooking and I'm done eating. Then what we gonna do? But I'm always eating kind of slow. And then like one thing I've noticed with this channel, everybody be done eating before me. They'll go sit down on the couch. I'll still be eating. Thank you, anything good. My right eye is still not working with the other eye. This eye, the left eye, is blinking normally. The right eye is like on a delayed blink, and that's why I have the sunglasses on. Because my eyes are very distracting from the content. Because all you can do is look at my eyes. But so I'm working on, like, I call them, what do I call them? Eyelid push-ups. I'm working on opening and closing my eyes, like, every time I go to the bathroom. Because they were telling me, like, when I get back to Alaska in October, I'm gonna have to go see the neurosurgeon. And she's saying, like, if your eye don't start moving, she's gonna have to do something. And I gotta go to the eye doctor. And they said they gotta put a weight in my eye, which I don't know what that means. And I don't want eye surgery. And I'm just gonna keep working on it. And we're gonna pray about it. And then, anything good side, everything's been cleaned up. What did you eat? What did you eat? Igor said, hey, anything. Are you allergic to something? And are there any food stuff that you avoid? Hey, I'm very blessed to not be allergic. There's a lot of people allergic to all type of stuff. Very blessed to not be allergic to anything. And we knock on. I don't even got no wood around. Cause I be scared to say stuff sometimes. Cause I'm like, I don't want to get jinxed. I really do not like olives. I do not like spicy food that much. I really don't like. Oh. You guys have heard me talk about this before. I hate okra. I had it one time and I had a really bad experience. My stepmom put it in the gumbo, and I know okra comes in gumbo, I know. But I always had okra not in my gumbo. So, she put the okra in the gumbo, and it was like slimy. We ate it, me and my sister, our stomachs were blew out. We was hurting for like the next couple days. And when we ate it, I think it was on Christmas. We was running to the bathroom. Come to find out, all these years later, when I started my food channel, I learned that okra is a natural laxative. I did not know that. And because we are not used to eating it, I feel like that's why our stomach was hurting like that. But I did not know all that about okra, that it was a natural laxative. I do not like okra. I really am not willing to try it again. I'm through with it. Y'all can have the okra. Okra, olives. I don't do crawfish or anything with eyes that's like looking at me. Okay, anything that I cooked on the Woody. What did you cook? Okay, he said steak and some brats and burgers. Ooh, I had some burgers the other day. They were so good. We gotta have another burger night. My parents have severe food allergies, especially my pops. Y'all hear Ava? Oh. Igor said, have you tried black olive tapenade? I used to have to deal with olives and make the olive tapenade when I was in the kitchen. I have tried olives before. I have put olives on pizza, put it in stews, put it on the taqueria bar, like the little taco. You can like, it's like pretty much like a taco bar. So I've dealt with olives, all different kinds, and I don't like any of them. But I will cook with them. And when I had a recipe that called for olives, I would still make it and it would still taste good. And Yeah, but I don't go to the store and buy olives. Never. You'll never see olives, okra, or seafood with eyes on it in my kitchen. And Igor said you have to try some Iranian okra with rice. It will change your life. Oh, I wonder what Iranian okra looks like. I have to look it up. Okra is my favorite alternative for meat. And Igor said, damn, life must be tragic for them, Kojak. Yeah, but when you have allergies and you've had it for a long time, you learn how to deal with it. If that makes sense. Like, if you're someone that can't eat, thank you, comedian. If you're someone that can't eat a certain thing, you learn to live with it. So they probably haven't had whatever they're allergic to, they haven't had it in years. So they're probably used to it. And anything good's at 73-27. Is that the ratio for your meat? Or what is that? And when I see the meat ratios, they be even numbers. One of the kids from my neighborhood, he was like allergic to a lot of different stuff. But I am used to cooking for people with allergies who can't have certain things. Ava, can you have my lip tab out of my bag? When I worked at Portland State University, which is a university, there was a lot of people who couldn't have gluten. There was this one student in particular, I don't remember his name, but he actually would bring in his own like pasta, his own bread into the kitchen so that when he came down to the dining hall, cause okay, so where I worked at PSU, it was like the kitchen or the cafeteria, and above us was like dorms. So we knew that they would be coming in every day, and he had a good relationship with the kitchen, and he was just like, I can't have this, can't have this, can't have that. So we always made him like special food. And the whole allergy thing, I didn't know people were having all these allergies until I was in Portland. I never even knew what gluten free was. I was just around black people. They just eat what they just eat. I didn't start hearing all the allergy stuff, so I went to culinary school, and I went to Portland. Okay, Ember said I can't eat pistachios, watermelon, honeydew, cantaloupe, MSG, or anything that has aspartame in it. Yes, you could develop allergies later in life. I've seen a lot of people do that. There was just one woman who used to come through the chat all the time. I haven't seen her in a while. I hope all is well with her. I did see her on TikTok though. She would eat shrimp all the time. Every day she ate shrimp, right? One time she went to eat her shrimp. Her throat got itchy. And she started having a rash on her body, I believe. And she had gotten iodine poison from eating so much shrimp. So it is possible to develop allergies later on in life. I see that happen all the time to people. And it's scary though, because you just start having an allergic reaction. You're like, what the heck is going on? I always eat this. My pop's been having food allergies for 26 years. My mom about 15 years. Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, you can develop allergies at any time in life. It's crazy. No, he's not missing out. And I tell people, if you know you got an allergy, like Dr. Freeman Frost, another great content creator, he comes to the chat when I'm making shrimp. And we like, I can't eat shrimp. I'm allergic, but I'll risk it for yours. Nah, bro. Don't try to come over here, eat the food and die, and blame me. If you can't eat something, you know you can't eat it. Don't eat it. Don't even play with it. He was like, I could eat about 3 shrimp. No, don't even eat one. Cause I'm not trying to have you come and say you ate my food and then I look over, you on the ground. No. But the kid uh, who lived across the street from us, he loved my food. And he was like, can I please be on your channel and can you make me some food? So I made some spaghetti and I made some steak. And he was so happy because he could eat those things. And when I cook, and one thing I'll say, he's 12 years old. Yeah, I believe he's 12. He is very aware of his allergies. Like he knows everything that he can't have. He'll read the back of the box and say, oh, I can't have this. So I'm glad that his mom taught him how to be aware of what he can't eat. Because you not knowing that could be life or death. You know what I'm saying? Eagle would say, but maybe she ate radioactive shrimp from Walmart. I don't know what type of shrimp she ate, but this was a couple of months ago, so she missed the radioactive shrimp part. And then aspartame is a main chemical in artificial sweeteners like Sweet and Low and Splenda. Yeah, but these allergies get really, really tricky when it starts coming down to like chemicals that you find and stuff, or something like corn. You would say you're a smart man, Kojak. Last time I had aspartame, my reaction was very severe. My entire body went numb. I had to focus on breathing. I couldn't call for help for like 90 minutes. Yeah, see? Hey, Hawk. Hawk said, grab the EpiPen. But you know what? Y'all remember when the EpiPens got super expensive and nobody could afford them? I think they were like $400 for one or something crazy like that. I don't know if that ever like came back down, but that was foul what they was doing. They was sending everybody, it's just all allegedly, y'all. This is my opinion, that's what I think. I feel like they were sending people to the allergy clinic. People were getting informed that they were allergic to all this stuff. And then when they got the EpiPen, because they're now allergic to all this stuff, when they got the EpiPen, they was like, $400. And then they started seeing an increase in people who were allergic to stuff, so they raised the price on the EpiPens, in my opinion. And it was very, very foul. Empress said, I'm literally part of a handful of people in the world that has survived an aspartame reaction. They've studied my blood to figure out how I survived that. Yeah, but you better be careful. You're gonna end up in a science. You're gonna end up in somebody's lab locked up. They're gonna be figuring out what kind of blood you got. Yeah, that's crazy though. And then Empress said, even with the EpiPen, you still got to be rushed to the ER. I feel like somebody already asked me this today. They said, have you tried Indian food? Yes, I have. Yeah, I have. I like Indian food, but I would not go nowhere and order no Indian food because y'all food is spicy. The place I used to work at used to have an Indian station. And they had all type of different Indian foods on there. Indian food is really popular out in Portland. Not so much in Alaska, but in Portland it was. Okay, Empress said the EpiPens are still expensive. The main brand costs $700 for 2 of them. Wow. That is foul. You must get 2 of them once a year. My parents get the generic ones, 2 for $5 once a year. And then they expire too, right? That's foul. Yes, and Eagle said the Lord was looking over you, my brother. May he remain by your side in times of need. Yes, Emperor definitely is a great man. I agree with you. And the hardest working man on YouTube. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to his gaming channel. Um, and the Lord of the Moderators. You see Emperor and a lot. I see Emperor in a lot of different chats, and I be like, how do you do this? Like for me, I be I be having a hard time with just content creation. And I kind of like, I feel like in the beginning of this year, I finally figured it out. How to be a content creator, how to make content and support people. And then I had the surgery and everything kind of just like, woo, it's out of whack now. But God is good. I'm still here. And my focus for the end of this year, like for the rest of this year, is to work on getting my life back on track to the way, you know, it was prior to the surgery. And it's also to stay positive, keep reading and stay in the Word of God. And you know, that's my goal for the end of this year, is to just kind of get things back on track. Keep reading the Word, you know, staying positive, keeping those negative people, those negative voices from around me, because I've been through a lot in my life, and a lot of people cannot go through what I went through and come out on the other side. So the fact that I'm coming out on the other side shows me and tells me that I just need to keep going. And I feel like since my surgery, honestly, the most positive people, besides the trolls, has been my YouTube community. You know, the foodie gang. Ember said they put a 1 year expiration date on it, but the same stuff in them EpiPens they carry in the ambulance lasts for 5 years. Yeah, that's foul. That's foul. And a lot of medications have an expiration date, and every year insurance redoes the rules, and every year the rules change. And I feel like, in my opinion, allegedly, I feel like all of this is a setup, and they want to keep us confused as far as the insurance companies go. And it's a shame, but I'm very blessed. I've had my insurance that I've had. I can't imagine what someone would do if they were diagnosed with a tumor and didn't have health insurance. Like, that's crazy. You know, and my doctor, like my neurosurgeon, when I have to get my yearly MRIs, they have to argue with Medicaid, with the health insurance companies. They have to argue about them, how it's a medical need, and it's crazy. And my neurosurgeon was like, these people are retarded. He was like, of course you need an MRI. Of course you need this, you know? But it's just, it's crazy. And it doesn't matter what insurance you have. They're all scandalous, in my opinion. Empress said, it ain't easy. I've been moderating on social media since 2002 on the message boards back then. Emperor, look, I only been on YouTube on this side for 2 years. And I be wanting to quit. So I don't know how you deal with it. You got some thick skin. And then, yes, Empress said, make sure you subscribe to my gaming channel. And then you drop the link. The Lord of the Moderators, hardest working man in all of YouTube and in real life. That's on top of my content creating, caregiving, and regular work. Yeah, Empress, you got a lot of jobs. When do you sleep? And Hawk said, I don't think a lot of that stuff expires. I don't think it expires in real life. I think that they tell you that so that they can make sure that your insurance companies are spending the money. And that's how they keep it all going. You know, when you go to your pharmacy, just look around and think about how much money is on the shelves in the pharmacy in the form of pills and medicine. And I also don't think, in my opinion, a lot of this medication that people will be taking, I don't even think they need it. Not all of it, or some medicine is life-saving. But I think a lot of people are taking unnecessary prescriptions given by their doctors to keep this machine going. But when you go into your pharmacy, just think about how much money is on them shelves. Y'all know how expensive the medication is. So I don't think it really expires, but they say it expires so that you can buy it again. Yeah, when my mom had her brain surgery, we ran up a 750K bill, 750,000 bill. Luckily, insurance covered most of it. Yeah, my first 3 brain surgeries that I had, and I was in the hospital for like 3 weeks. I went to rehab for a week, 6 months of therapy. We're talking $500,000. That stuff is not cheap. And I was like, ooh, I'm so glad I have my little bitty insurance. I was like, man, I would have had to file for bankruptcy. Hawk said unless it's refrigerated. I did have to cuss a yamp out at Blue Cross. The hospital needed some fancy authorization before my mom's surgery. And the yamp said, oh, well, your mom just going to have to... Ooh. See, yeah. That's crazy. But yes, there are... That's why I didn't tell you guys about my brain surgery until it was like a month or so before. Because there's a lot of authorizations that have to go through between the hospital, the medical staff, you know, even down to them having a room, down to insurance. There's a lot that has to happen. That's why I was very blessed that I went into the hospital and the next day I was having brain surgery in 2020. Because there is so much stuff that they have to get together before surgery, but especially before brain surgery. So I was very, very blessed. But there's a lot of stuff that they have to get together. And then Empress, I flew down there to the headquarters in downtown Detroit. He said she got fired that day too, and I got the authorization from my mom. Egoist, I fell from the stairs. I'm in so much pain. I think I will just numb the pain by sleeping through it. You just fell, Egoist? I'm sorry. Oh, Egoist. Say good night, everyone. Good night for you. We'll definitely be praying for you. Them falls be hurting. And people think walking is hard business. I know how you feel, Egoist, because I be about to fall all the time. And it's embarrassing. But Egoist, rest up. We'll see you tomorrow. Or whenever you come back. Hawk said, I don't think people check expiration dates either. They just change dates once it starts to get close. I don't think they throw all that stuff out. I don't think they do either. Y'all, so when I used to work for a dermatologist, somebody came in there, they had like a rash. And they were using this cream that was prescribed to them like 3 years ago. The doctor was like, you need to throw that out. Now, that's a little crazy. You've been using the same product for 3 years? Nah, I don't. And then she ended up giving him a new cream. But it's like, bro, what are you doing? It's like, you better be glad you didn't grow nothing. Or your skin, probably why it didn't clear up. This is a super old cream. Cletus, how you doing? Empress said my allergist checks the date every time they go in for allergy shots twice a month. They don't play. Yeah, especially if you are allergic to a lot of stuff. You can't be doing that. Okay, Hawk said I mean pills, not creams or refrigerated meds. Yeah, I feel you on that, but I'm the type of person like this. When something expires, I'm done with it. I'm not gonna press my luck. Like, I'm not drinking the milk 2 weeks after the expiration date. That's too much. It's not that serious. when it expires and it says it expires, I believe it. I get rid of it. Or I try to use it up before I even get to that point. Okay, remember how we were talking about the vape? Huh, why I said water expires? Are you sure? It's probably the plastic. I never heard that. But I think like stuff like that's refrigerated, of course, does expire. And the EpiPen, it has like a liquid in there, right? That's shelf stable. I think things like that, you know, when they say that they expire, I wouldn't trust it. I'll get a new one. I did not know that. I did not know water had an expiration date. I'm gonna look though. Oh, okay. What I was gonna tell y'all. Remember how we was talking about the EpiPens, and I was telling you guys about how they had seized a lot of EpiPens. Not EpiPens. Sorry, vape pens. Vape pens. Y'all see, y'all got me distracted. Okay, they had seized a lot of vapes, is what people be calling it, because all of the flavors are illegal. The only two flavors that are approved are tobacco and menthol. Every other type of vape is illegal. So the government seized, I think it was like $32 million in vape products. I was like, wow, I didn't even know it was that much. Let me go look at the number real quick to make sure I got it right. So I posted that video on my other channel, Time for Tea at 907 Degrees. And I believe it should be out now. Let me go check. Let me go make sure it's out. Because I did edit it. I put it on there. I think it should have already came out. And I put together that video because we were talking about vaping. In Texas and Mississippi, they have banned vaping altogether. Uh, I think they even banned the THC ones. Okay, so what's going on with the THC and CBD? Two different things from the same plant. They're saying that there is no way for them to separate CBD from THC. So even the CBD pens may have traces of THC in them. It was something like that. Yes, Texas and Mississippi banned vaping. And somebody was talking about how mad they were and all that stuff. He only vapes that. Like, bro, they're passing this law that you may not like, but in the long run, it is for your best benefit because they are going to take something away from you that's bad. But people do not care. But yeah, I put that video over there because we were talking about it. Y'all didn't know about it, and a lot of people probably don't. Because I didn't even know about it. It was like news to me. I didn't know all of the flavors that they were coming out with were illegal. And people think that vaping is better for them than smoking. They are saying it's not. They are saying that what's being put into those vape pens are is not good for people, and it really is the unknown. Why this is But yeah, you guys, we made some bacon cheddar fries. We had some cereal today. Um, I do have some chicken that I might cook tomorrow. We will see what your girl come up with. And then for breakfast, I have a lot of grits that I need to use up. And we might be making some grits tomorrow. Grits and pancakes. I know it's random, but I gotta use it up. Okay, let me see what's going on with the news. Okay, so we cooked, we ate our food. Now we're just gonna sit up here and talk for a little bit. We'll see how much longer we be on this live. I know, I hate wasting food, so I'm about to be eating grits every goddamn day. I feel bad when I waste food. Like, oh, I could have fed somebody with this. I could, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel bad. But in the kitchen, we would waste so much food. Okay, the kitchens have a lot of rules about food safety, and I think that that's why they don't like giving the food away after, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, we would do batch cooking. They don't like really giving the food away because it's could possibly get them in legal trouble. If somebody eats the food and gets sick, and I know this is wrong, but this is what the corporations, this is what they be thinking. If I give this food away and something happens to that person, they can come back and sue. So we would just throw all the food away. It was so sad. And then they would let us take some of it home, but the kitchen just wastes a lot of food. And they would give it to their employees, but it would just be so much food. It was like, sometimes the employees wouldn't even want it. It would just be pans and pans of food. And then they said that they used to have this one business that would come pick up the food and they would bring their own containers. I don't know why they stopped that. But yeah, they would give it to the food. A lot of the people that work in the kitchen don't have a lot of money. So they were like, I'll take some, but it was just so much. And that's only if a person on the shift wants to take the food. You know what I'm saying? But if the person don't want to take the food on the shift, what can you do? Or homeless, or make them sign a waiver. Yeah, that's true. But I just think the kitchen's understaffed. They're all understaffed. Somehow, nobody wants to work in the kitchen. I don't know why. They just don't care that much because they do away hella food. But that's a good point. Make them sign a waiver. But they just don't care that much. Okay, Office Depot in Portage. I don't know where that is. Fires employee over refusal to print Charlie Kirk vigil poster. First of all, I think that if you're paid to do a job and they pay for the poster, what is the problem? If you have a bakery and somebody comes to get a cake that you don't like and you're just working in there, you're not the owner, you need to shut up and just do it. And Hawk said it's crazy when so many people are struggling, yet. And you know what? In this society that we're in, it is not surprising that people are struggling because we just do not care about each other like that. And I don't mean me and you, but I'm talking about some of these businesses. People are so mean to each other. There's just really no empathy. Carrie White, go to the hospital. Call 911. This ain't the health channel. Cannot help you. So this guy didn't want to print the Charlie Kirk poster and got fired. Yeah, bro. Somebody's coming up in here to the service and you're telling them no. What? And this is Office Depot where you don't own the business. Nigga, you better do what we say or get out. I feel them. It was like if somebody came and get something printed and there was two men getting married, just because you don't believe in gay marriage doesn't mean that you get to refuse to print the poster when you work in the Office Depot. I don't think it was really about Charlie Kirk. I think it was about the principal. You up in here refusing customers and refusing, bro. Just print the damn poster. It ain't that serious. Okay, I was watching Kendra G, or I was watching a little. I think it was like a throwback clip. This woman called in and she was like, "My baby's missing. I think her daddy took her. He beat me, and I'm scared." Kendra G was like, "Call the police. Why you calling to me?" That's how I feel. If you're going through an emergency in your life, don't call the YouTubers, call the police. What can we do? You know what I'm saying? Do I look like the help? Yeah, if something going on with your uncle, he can't breathe or he can't blink, you need to call the police. You need to call the ambulance. Don't call me. Okay, the employee involved. Okay, there's a video who says the manager on duty refused to print the poster because of its political nature. Bro, you do not own the store. You do not get to call them kind of shots and tell us what you ain't gonna do at Home Depot store. No, sorry, not Home Depot, Office Depot. If you work for Office Depot, if somebody come up in there and tell you to print something, you need to print it. And Office Depot get on my damn nerves because every time I get coloring pages that I send to them, they always say, "This is a copyright image." No, it's not, bro. It's a coloring page. Print it off. And then Hawk said, it's just like people love to be angry. They sure do. They sure do. And the way I feel is, well, I'm trying to be happy. I'm trying to be happy. You know, I want to be happy so that my daughter's happy. You know, like, why you want to walk around mad all day? But if you work for Office Depot, somebody asks you to print something and it's a poster that you don't like, if you feel that way, you need to own your own business. So the employee got fired. And all over what? That is so stupid. And then I heard that there's people getting fired from their jobs for saying nasty things about people. It's crazy. And then I was watching this video on YouTube where they was fighting at Charlie Kirk's vigil. Remember when Breeze came in the chat, he told us about it? But this man had like this rainbow backpack. And he looked like he was maybe Mexican or something, but he could not have been. He could have been something else. Maybe black or white. He looked like he was mixed with something. But he went to the vigil and was like, F Charlie Kirk, F Charlie. Like, bro, is it that serious? Like, why do you care so much? Like, why do you... They really hate this man. Some people love him, some people hate him. Empress said, we are truly in the last of the days. Look, that's crazy that you could hate somebody so much that you don't even know. That is so crazy to me. Crazy as hell. And then, yes, Hog, just mind your own business. Yeah. Yeah, like, don't call me on the phone, ask me what I'm doing, and tell me you worried for me. Why you worried for me? I work too. But yeah, if you don't like this, if you don't like him, then don't talk to him or don't talk about him. But they said that the shooter was at the dinner table was like, I hate that man. Why are people so filled with rage? Y'all need to eat some good food and calm down. And then Hawk said, why are you all over worried about shit that don't concern you? Hey, Liliana. And I just sent Sent 100. Thank you so much, best friend. And she was live. Was that today or was that yesterday? My days are starting to run together. You was live one of these days, and I was in there. Y'all was playing domino. I think that was last night. That was last night, girl. Well, thank you, girl. Okay, maybe it was today, or maybe it was yesterday. It was one of these days. I was over there though. I was over there. I was just telling Emperor that it's really hard to maintain your real life, make content, and support other people. And I'm having a hard time uh, juggling all that stuff. Like I be trying my best to, and then I'm trying to make videos, and I gotta make them on my phone. Whereas before I could make them on my laptop, because I now only got one. We only got one laptop now. I have to get another one. So it's taking me longer to make content. So I'm like, look, I'm down a device. Y'all gonna have to be patient with me. But yeah, I used to be really good because I used to have. Well, I guess okay. So I had one phone before and I had my laptop, but I was able to do a lot with that laptop, and it was a nice, good sized laptop. But yes, it's hard to do everything, you know. And I have a respect for YouTubers that are able to post all day long and go live. They have teams. I think that that's dope to get that far in your career, you know. Or it's pretty much like a business, but like to I have like when people have like 1 million subscribers or even 200,000. Or I saw one girl, she was just celebrating 20,000 subscribers, right? Like 2 months ago. I went on her channel and she had 100,000. I'm like, damn, what did I miss? But when people, get that good at their schedule and they're able to balance their life and do a great job on YouTube and a great job in real life, like I respect that. Cause your girl will be over here struggling, you know. Okay, so Ava came to me earlier and she was like, I want some ice cream.
No, I do not.
I said, okay, well, if you want some ice cream, we can make a video. And I was like, you could dance, you could do whatever you want. And I was like, oh, can you do the Chris Brown dance? She was like, what is that? So we put it on the TV. Ava did the dance. It's so cute. I shared it on my community wall under my post section of her channel where she did the Chris Brown dance. She did it it was so cute. But we had fun. I was like, all right, Ava, you get the ice cream.
Yeah, I better do my ice cream and give my ice cream.
But we having a lot of fun. And I asked Ava earlier, I was like, do you want to go on a walk? She was like, later. I said, Ava, you don't want to go outside? All kids want to go outside. And Ava be like, Ava not feeling them bugs. They got some bugs out here. Anything good, so I wish we could share pictures on our live. I think the reason why we can't is it would take up too much space. Okay, let me ask y'all this. They do have this new thing on YouTube where it's called a community. And you guys can post pictures to it. And then it's like so like the Foodie Gang will have their own community, right? And it would be on my page, but it's a new tab that you're able to open up called the community. I have not turned it on because once we turn it on, we gonna have to be on troll watch, okay? Because you guys can post on the wall, so we might get people posting inappropriate stuff, posting some craziness. So that's kind of what like, ooh, do I want to turn this on? Do y'all think we should turn it on? Because we could turn it on where we have our own community where y'all could, or community where y'all could post pictures. I don't know if you could do videos on there. I'm not sure about that. But you guys can make posts. You guys can post pictures. But if we turn it on, we need to just... And I check my YouTube every day, so I keep an eye on it and stuff. But if you guys see any posts in there that, you know, is not one of the foodie gang, you know, it's a troll, somebody hating on Big Bang, then you guys are gonna have, I believe that the moderators can remove posts. So if I turn on the community tab, I need y'all to help me. Is what I'm saying. And I haven't seen any other channels. Well, I guess I haven't looked like that, but I've kind of been looking to see if any other content creator turned on the feature so I could see what it looks like on their channel before I do it. But it's this new thing that YouTube just launched. So, yeah, I don't know if anybody else has it turned on. I've been looking. And I think that's probably why people are scared to turn it on. NF is just supporting and supporting. Thank you so much, NF. How's your day been? What did you cook today? But yeah, they got this new community tab that we could turn on. I have not turned it on yet because I'm like, ugh. I don't know, man. Ooh, bean tostadas? That sounds good. Ooh, I love me some tostadas. Tostadas are good. Oh, and I don't know if I told you this. I had this Mexican pizza, right? And it was like, okay, you know how they have like pepperoni pizzas? It was that kind of pizza, right? So it was like a pizza dough, a big one. And then for the pizza sauce, they used refried beans. And I think that they used mozzarella cheese or some type of like Mexican cheese, but it wasn't cojita, right? And then it had like carne asada beef on there, shrimp and cilantro. It was so simple yet delicious. And then you could put then they served it with the salsa. So I put the verde on there. Girl, you should make it. But yes, it was a pizza, like a regular looking pizza, but it had refried beans. It had like a mozzarella cheese, and then it had carne asada, shrimp, and a lot of cilantro. It was so good. He said, "Make it best friend laugh aloud." We said it at the same, or LMAO. We said it at the same time. No, you need to make it because I don't know if it was mozzarella, but it wasn't cojita, and it kind of had. I don't know. It tasted better than mozzarella, but it was so freaking good. And I put that verde on there. Woo! Got the hiccups. And you be making your sauces from scratch. I said you because you know why. Why do you make me say this every time we come up here? You're Hispanic. You know how to make sauces from scratch. You know how to make carne asada. This is why. Okay, let me scroll. I missed a comment from Emperor. I think. Okay, Emperor said you can turn filters on your community tab. I got mine set to strict on the gaming channel. Okay, so you have your community open on your page. I'm gonna check it out because I want to see what it looks like. Okay. And it said, child. I think that El Chivo need to trademark that word. I don't see. Okay, so is it this gaming channel? This one right here? Is that the one, Kojak? Yeah, so regular pizza dough, refried beans. I believe it's mozzarella cheese, carne asada, shrimp, and cilantro. And then you could put the salsas with it. There's a red sauce. I don't know what it's called. I think it's probably a habanero. But I like the verde because the verde don't be too spicy. Okay, Emperor. Okay, Emperor, I see home, videos, playlists, and posts. Y'all are crazy. But I haven't seen any other YouTubers with it on yet. So, but I've been looking because I've been thinking about it. Post is the community tab. Okay. YouTube started something very recently where there is the post and then there's an actual community that you could open where other people can post on your community. It's something new that they just launched. And so in my studio, they have been asking me if I want to turn it on. And so, but I haven't seen anybody else have it on so I could see. Yeah, it's something new that they just launched. Like, it probably can't even be a month old. Yeah, it's brand new. It just happened, and I like when you guys said, "Oh, I wish we could share pictures." I thought about it. Maybe a lot of people don't have it turned on because these damn trolls. But yeah, I was asking y'all, do y'all want me to turn on the community? Because I was like, what is this? Okay. Yes, regular pizza. Anything so I threw the pizza dough out after I cooked the animals to it. Long story. Ooh, hey, Kelly. Okay, that's probably what it is. Okay, I'm gonna look this type of cheese up. I don't know how you say it, but it's Oaxaca. Because I don't think it was mozzarella. I really don't. But all I know is mozzarella. And see, that's why I feel like you need to make this pizza. But it was such a good pizza. And when I thought Mexican pizza, I was thinking like Taco Bell. Okay. Hawk said, what is Ava watching this loud? Some YouTubers. Turn down a little bit, Ava, or mute it. She's over there on the laptop. And it probably is. Can you shred this type of cheese? It probably was this type of cheese. And then anything good said, I thought on the way home I cooked it and gave it to them. How hot is it out there? It probably was this type of cheese. I can't say it, but I'm going to show you a picture. It looks like this. This is, okay, so NF, when you make the pizza, let me know. Because I don't think it was mozzarella, but all I know is mozzarella. But I'm like, there's probably got to be some other type of Mexican cheeses. 35-mile drive? Wow, yeah. That's a long drive. And Chicago was pretty hot. Honestly, Chicago was hot. And it said it has to be. How do I say that? I should look up how to pronounce it. Oaxaca cheese or Chihuahua cheese or Chihuahua cheese. And then Dem Hawk said that looks a lot like mozzarella. Yeah. I'm glad I talked to you about this, NF because I was like, I know it's not mozzarella, but that's what we put on our pizzas here in America. So I just was saying that. But I think they had some type of other cheese because it tasted better than mozzarella. And it was like, it was very, very cheesy too. Like when you lift the pizza up, it had that cheese pull and everything. Okay, so the cheese, let me look up how to pronounce it before I be looking crazy on here. Yes, there are a lot of cheeses. That is very true. Hey, Harris.
Chihuahua.
Chihuahua. Chihuahua cheese.
Chihuahua.
Okay, so let's look at this one. It could have been this cheese too, because this is already shredded. And it had a very big cheese pool. I was like, dang. Man, I'm about to go home and make some Mexican pizza. And not to talk about BS like we be thinking about. There's some real Mexican pizza, okay?
Oaxaca cheese.
Oaxaca cheese. I never would have thought that from how that's spelled.
Oaxaca cheese.
Yeah, that O and that A makes a W sound. Oh, okay. So Oaxaca cheese also comes shredded to also. You know what I need to do? I need to make some mini Mexican pizzas, and I'm gonna get both types of those cheeses. Get some refried beans smeared on both of the pizzas, and then do one pizza with one cheese and one with the other, and make sure I label it. And then I put the carne asada and the shrimp. And then I think they put the cilantro on there after because if you put the cilantro in the oven, it'll come out brown. Or it'll look very nasty. But I think I need to just eat it with both of those cheeses and try. And then Ralph said I had a fat burger today with cheese on the woody. Okay, y'all. Okay. Let me turn this down a little bit. Let me tell y'all. Okay, my other channel, Time for Tea, I got 20 subscribers. And I got 6,000 over here. So I need 5,080 of y'all to go over there and subscribe to my other channel. But I posted this video about Charlie Kirk and about how Tyler Robinson was a MAGA supporter. Okay, so there's been a lot of controversy on that. People think his family is conservative. They think that he was radicalized or nationalized, whatever, or ordinated, whatever they call it, when he went to college. But he was only in college for a month. So they think he's a leftist. But a lot of people think he's on the left. Some people think he's on the right. Oh, I said he was on the right. They shoot me up in the comments. They said they was going to get my channel banned. They talked about my subscribers. I'm like, bro, I just started this channel. How many subscribers you think I'm supposed to have? I just started. They was talking so bad about your girl. And I said, okay, well, this is the problem with politics. When you start talking politics, people get so bent up out of shape. It's like, I guess I'm doing something right because that video got like 200 views. I got a lot of comments. Don't nobody ever comment over here on my food channel. But yeah, y'all, I was like, dang, they are feeling some type of way about this video. And they was like, you need to take this video down. I'm not taking nothing down. I spent my time making this video. I'm finna leave it up there, and I don't give a damn who's mad. But yeah, y'all, when you talk about politics, people get mad. Anything good said, I made a couple of vids, but I'm tired now. And then I don't know if I read this comment already. Empress said, just from my gaming channel had a little troll over there posting comments. My mods need to get on. And I blocked a couple of people, but then I was like, damn, I don't want to. I blocked people that were inappropriate. But the people that were talking shit, I just left them in the comments. I'm like, thanks for watching, I guess. Woo! It'd be so funny to me when people get mad about the things I say. Like, are you this triggered? Hello, hello, Didi. I don't know if I said it right. Damn, I got 83 subscribers. I got 20 on my other channel, and the 20 of them is mad. Hey, Antonio, what's going on? And then Dan said, learn how to beg for subscribers from me. Look, I had to beg all 6,000 already. And then, anything so I need to go change tire for my niece on the tollway. I'll be back later. Oh, that is so nice of you, Ralph, to go help her out with her car. That is very nice of you. I wish you was in my family and you lived near. But yeah, y'all. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do over there, I think I'm going to go live. But I'm going to go live off my phone over there. And I need to make Emperor a moderator over there. They mad as hell at your girl. But when I go live, I want to be talking about, like, some Young Thug or something with some rappers. I don't think I want to talk about politics. Oh, you know what I heard? I heard Glorilla made a diss song to Young Thug. I don't know if that's true, though. Let me look it up. And I heard she went in on him, as she should. Because Young Thug know he was dead wrong. Yeah, I heard she got a hit song. I wonder if this is the real one. Ember be on the ball. I look up, all it say was they were hidden by Emperor. I'm like, dang, I didn't even read the comment, but that's good. That's cool with me. Yeah, I don't know if this is a real song from Glorilla or what. Okay, yeah, Emperor said, yeah, I'm subbed on this channel. Yeah, Emperor, I gotta make you a moderator over there. Because I want to go live, like, on my phone to try to pick up some more subscribers. One day. I ain't in no rush. Okay, I'm not gonna play the whole thing because I'm gonna get in trouble. But when we get off here, I'm gonna go look it up. It's called Glorilla Brianna Young Thug did. She said, Young Thug, bring your ugly ass here. Which you ain't telling no lie, he is ugly. He is ugly and somehow in power. That's because of the money. If he didn't have money, he wouldn't even be with somebody like Mariah the Scientist. He wouldn't be able to pull no pretty women. You know what I'm saying? And we all know that. And you know what? Honestly, I don't even think that Young Thug should respond. Because there's really nothing that you can say. And the only reason that people have a diss song about you is because of your messy ways when you were in jail. And you know you said what you said about that woman, but he shouldn't even respond. He should just let it go. Um, just chalk it up. Cause you started it. You started it with that girl and all that. I might come back in the morning and cook something with y'all. Might I gotta think about what I got left. We are today is the 14th. We have 10 more days here.
10 more days to bed again.
One more weekend.
10 more days to bed.
I'm trying to get my calendar up. We have one more weekend, so I really don't want to buy any more food.
Yeah, I say we buy no more stuff.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have like pretty much
A lot of
like 10 more days here, so I don't want to buy any food. So we're gonna be cooking what we got. Maybe we'll do a lot of budget-friendly meals. We haven't done any of those in a while anyway, but that's probably what we're gonna get to. That's probably what I'm gonna call it, budget-friendly meals. This is the meals you make when you got no money, because we don't want to buy a lot of food and then not eat it. So we got to make it work. And I got some chicken and rice that we're gonna make. I should do? I should do a chicken bowl, but we will see. But I'm finna get up out of here, y'all. We've had the bacon cheddar fries. I'm gonna go clean the kitchen like I kind of always do. And then relax for the rest of the night and think about what I'm gonna do for tomorrow. If we're gonna do any lives for tomorrow, I'm pretty sure we will. Why not, right? Okay. Shout out to NF for coming through with the gifts. Much appreciated. Shout out to all the members and the moderators of this live stream. And Empress said peace and blessings later. Yes, y'all have a good night. Stay prayed up. Stay blessed. Stay out the way. Stay out the way. And I will see you guys in the next one. Foodie gang gang gang.